you're blowing and going. Let me know that you're off to you're ready to have a great April. Again, my name is Abel Prieto, coming to you live from Mallorca, Spain, and welcome to our English partner training. Obviously, if you're here live, I want to thank you for taking your time. If you're watching the recording that we have on our YouTube channel, I want to thank you for investing in yourself and your business and your future. All right, we're getting some good emojis there, but I have a message to share with you. And today I kind of just want to talk to you from my heart and tell you what's in my heart right now, and tell you about the incredible things that are going on at In Cruises right now, in our business, in your business, my business, our business. We are one team, one dream, one big family. I've got my El Gran Movimiento shirt from the Jonathan and Estefania team, Jonathan Diaz board of directors team from Spain. I'm actually going to be seeing him in a couple days, and I just want to share what's in my heart with you. A little bit of just all the years of experience that I've been in network marketing, and everything that I'm still learning. I'm still growing and learning on a daily basis. But man, these are special times. These are very, very special times at In Cruises. And I just want you to know that you are here at the right place at the right time. And I know that because you're here, you are definitely the right person. I just got back from Croatia, from being there with a bunch of our team members. We had about 50, 60 people from the In Cruises team at the Croatia Life Mastery View from the Edge event. I was there with Radar, and I was there with so many other incredible people from Radar's team, and just people from different parts of the world. And I kind of want to talk to you, not so much to talk to you about myself, but I'm not saying this to impress you. I'm saying this to inform you. I'm saying this to impress upon you that, man, this business is so worth it. It's so worth it. And I know what it's like to be in the dirt, and to be down there where maybe, you're not seeing the results yet, and maybe you're not seeing the financial success yet, but you're fighting every day, and you're working on getting better, and you're working on yourself, and you're contacting the people, and you're setting the appointments, and you're making the phone calls, and you're being disciplined with your time, and you're working a disciplined schedule, and you're working the numbers, and you're doing the things that you got to do, but the results aren't there yet. So I've been there, but I want to tell you it's worth it. I just got back from Croatia, a country I had never visited. I remember as a kid, I talk to people all the time that what we do is we take people. It is so uncomfortable to speak so low. Can you guys even hear me? Aniko says, go, go, go. Eva says, hello from Sweden. Hello, Eva. How are you? All right. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, right? Am I too low? I mean, this is like, whoa. All right. So, I talk to people all the time that really what you and I do by sharing the In Cruises business opportunity with people is, we give people a chance to go from a before to an after. How when, they show you, fitness videos or fitness photos, they'll show you the person before, and then, maybe 90 days after or 6 months after, they'll show you the after, and you see the transformation in the person, right? Well, that's what we do, but for people in their lives. My before was as a kid. As you guys know, I grew up in Miami, Florida. It's actually Hialeah, Florida. It's kind of like a town that's right next to Miami. It's kind of part of Miami. It's where all the Cubans live. And it's a working class type of town. And my parents, we didn't grow up with a lot of money. My dad, God rest his soul, I lost him in 2019, right before the pandemic. My dad was always an entrepreneur. He was one of these guys that he was a painter. He painted houses, and he was one of the best painters in town. But he was always the kind of guy that didn't like to have a boss. He always had a hard time with authority. He always felt like, man, if I know more than you, so why should you be my boss? I remember growing up with my dad and those arguments with him and my mom, and he was actually always, whenever you get a job, he'd quit like a few days later. He's like, they don't know what they're doing. I don't know if you know someone like that, but so he had this entrepreneurial spirit, but he wasn't a great entrepreneur. He wasn't good with his money. He didn't know how to manage his business. So we struggled financially, and he was an awesome person, an awesome dad, and I have he was an awesome dad. And I have who I believe to be the greatest mom in the history of moms, Ainola Prieto, my incredible mom. And, you know, they gave me so much, but they definitely didn't give me a great financial life, because they didn't, you know, they struggled financially and we struggled financially. But they always gave me a great example of what it is to be a good person, what it is to be an honest person, what it is to, you know, put God first, family second, business third, what it is to, you know, be a good communicator, to be great with people, to be, you know, someone that is, you know, just a good person. You know, they never really told me what to do. They kind of just showed me what to do. You know, I rarely remember my parents sitting with me and saying, Abel, you know, you have to be this way, or you should be this way, or you should be good with people, or you should be an honest person, or you should have great people skills, or you should have great communication skills, or treat people right, you know, be good to people. They never told me that, but they lived it, you know. And I grew up around two of the greatest people that I've ever met, which was my mom and my dad. They were the ones that were loved by everyone in the neighborhood. They were the ones that everyone came over for coffee. Everyone came over to borrow sugar. You know, we were that family. Everyone just wanted to hang out with my family because my mom is an angel, because my dad was a funny guy. He's just a clown, a comedic type of person, you know, always trying to help people. My dad, one of the reasons why he didn't make it in business was because he was too nice, you know. I remember times when I was growing up and my dad would, you know, do a job for someone, paint their house, and at the end, you know, so remember, if you're going to do a job for someone, you kind of collect half up front and half when you finish painting the house. Well, my dad would never collect half up front. He would just trust people. And then at the end of the day, you know, he'd go collect payment for his work. And, you know, the lady would tell him, oh, man, I'm sorry. You know, this came up and that came up and I can't pay you, you know. You know, can I pay you with this old motorcycle here? You know, and he'd show up at my house and my mom would be like, hey, we got to pay the rent. And he'd be like, whoa, we got a motorcycle. It's like, no. So, you know, my dad, he had an entrepreneurial spirit, but he didn't know how to be an entrepreneur. You know, if anything, he was too nice. And you can believe that. You know, it's hard to believe that you could be too nice, but sometimes in the world of business, you could. So we didn't grow up, you know, with a lot of money. I didn't grow up with a lot of finance. And that, if anything, has kept me humble through life. You know, it's kept me humble because I always remember where I come from. And when you have, like I now have, and I still want to have more, I'm always grateful, but never satisfied. But when you have, you know, but you never had, and you knew what it's like, and you know what it's like to not have, you kind of stay humble. You know, you can appreciate people's circumstances a little bit more. You can relate to people a little bit more. And that's a whole different topic, you know, about I call it the privilege of hitting rock bottom. If you've ever hit rock bottom, you know, I want you to know that that's a privilege, because when you come up, if you come up, and when you come up, then you're able to relate to people in many different ways that the average person that maybe has had it easy in life or has never hit rock bottom can relate, you know. So, but what we do is basically we take people from a before to a better after. You know, like I said, the fitness pictures, you know, they show you the before and the after. What they don't show you is all the work that goes in between those two images, right? And my before was, I remember as a kid, I would watch TV, I would watch National Geographic, or I'd watch the Travel Channel or whatever it was. And I'd see all these incredible locations and I'd be like, oh, I wish I could go there. Oh, one day it'd be great to go there. Oh my God, could you imagine going to Paris? Oh my God, could you imagine, you know, being in Germany or in the UK, or, you know, to be in Istanbul, or to be in these exotic locations around the world. That was my before. And my after, thanks to this business, thanks to network marketing, which I believe is the greatest business model ever invented. And you have to believe that. My after is now when I watch TV, I constantly find myself saying, oh my God, I've been there. Oh my God, I've been there. Oh my God, I was just there. I was just in Istanbul. I was just in Barcelona. I was just in Mallorca. I was just in Croatia. I was just in Cyprus. I was just in Greece. And that's the life that you and I can live if we pay the price. And today I'll talk to you about what that means to really pay the price at Incruises. And I just want you to know, I want to kind of start with the end in mind. It's so worth it. It's so worth it to pay the price that you're right now paying. If you're not paying that price, then I want to tell you that you should start paying the price, because your life can change in an instant. Your life can change in an instant. And I'll talk to you about how that works. But, you know, I don't know if anyone else here can relate, but If you come from a humble background, you understand that if you can go from a before to an after, I mean, it can change you as a person. And then if you're placed in a business opportunity where you can help make that happen for other people, then man, what better way is there to live? So that's really what we do. And so, I just came from Croatia. Wow, first time in Croatia, never been there before. What a great place. Spending time with Radar and the team, and Mark Aceta and Stavros and George and Michael Sloggett from Australia, and all of Radar's team, and spending time with Monaco from Texas, my Mexican American friend, and just spending great time. Now I'm in Mallorca, and I'm here in Mallorca, and I'm looking at a castle that's right over there, and behind me back there is the incredible historic cathedral of Mallorca, and I'm here in my apartment and have a great view, and life is great. And I did a presentation today. I actually met with someone today for someone from my other Spanish team, and I gave a presentation today. And I took my laptop and I walked down the road about 10 minutes, met this lady with her son and his girlfriend, and I gave a presentation to 3 people today. And it looks like they're getting started. They should have maybe even gotten started already, or they should be in the process of getting started. And one thing that I've learned in all my travels is that no matter where you go, there's always people looking for opportunity. There's always people looking for opportunity. And the mistake that we sometimes make is that we focus on the ones that aren't looking for an opportunity, and we let them drag us down, and then we let them start questioning ourselves, when instead you need to focus on those that are looking for an opportunity. So I want you to know that there are people looking for an opportunity in your town, in your city, in your country, wherever you are, whether it's South Africa or the UK or Norway or Sweden or Spain. There are people out there that are looking for a great opportunity. We just have to go find them. We have to find people that are looking for us. We got to go look for people that are looking for us. And then tomorrow I leave to Denia, Spain. I'm going to jump on a ferry. It's a fast ferry. It's a 5-hour ferry trip. I got to be there. It takes off at 8 a.m. in the morning. And I'm going to go spend some time with Javier Gomez and the team in Denia. We're doing our Denia Escape 2.0. It's an event that we're doing for his team. I'm going to bring in Jonathan Diaz, Estefania Rico. We're going to bring in some regional directors from around the area. We're going to have an incredible time. We're expecting about 100 people. We've got an incredible restaurant where we're doing the event right on the beach. It's what we call a VIP event. There aren't general tickets and VIP tickets. Everyone that goes to this event, you purchase your ticket, you're getting a VIP experience. You're getting breakfast, you're getting lunch, you're getting drinks, you're getting coffee, you're getting water, you're getting dinner, you're getting a toast at the end with champagne. And then afterwards, we rented a house, a beautiful big mansion, and some of the leaders will be staying at the house. And then we did an incentive so that everyone that becomes membership free during the month of March or goes up in rank, hits their first rank or gets to the next rank, gets invited to the after party. And we're going to be doing that. And then after that, we're going to have an incredible event there. I'm going to be there for a few days. Then I'm going to head to Ibiza with Jonathan and Estefania, and I'm going to be in Ibiza for 2 days. Jonathan rented out a beautiful home. Again, Jonathan Diaz, he's a direct of mine. He's my first generation direct partner. He's a board of directors. Last year made $1.7 million a year with us. I saw him start at Incruises, and he was at zero. He was just getting by in life. He had a job. He was working at a normal company, maybe just like you. And 8 years later, he's a multi-millionaire. He just bought a home in Ibiza. The home we're going to be staying at next week after Denia, it's not going to be that home. It's not ready yet. But he rented out a huge home, and he's taking Antonio Martinez there, and he's taking some of his top producers, Borja Chenol and Jorge Torres, and I think Juan Ricardo will be there, and a few other people. And we're going to be in Ibiza for a couple of days at a beautiful house. And he just bought a boat. He just bought a yacht. And man, oh my God, he sent me the video, the unwrapping of the boats. And it's just, and I saw this guy go from being, as broke as a joke, so broke he couldn't pay attention, and just being a normal guy with a desire and a dream to want more out of life, to not 8 years later. It took him 4 years to become a board of directors. So, and before that, he was an executive director making 50 grand a month. And before that, he was an international director. So really within a 2-year period from the moment he started with Incruises, 2 years later, his life had changed. And then 2 years after that, 4 years total, he was a board of directors, making over $100,000 a month. And then 4 years later, he's been making that type of income So now he's got investments and he's buying homes and he's got a yacht and we're going to do Ibiza and we're going to do that. And why do I tell you this? Because that can happen to you. That can totally happen to you. And I want to tell you how you can make sure that that happens to you, because guess what? You're in control. And if you do the right things long enough, you can have that life, a dream life that not only is a dream life for you, but imagine the lives of the people that you will change as a result of the decisions that you make to stay in business, to grow, to become a better person, to prospect, to network, to stay on it, to be consistent, to not get hit and then stay down for weeks or months at a time, but to stay on it and to stay on it. You can do that. And then after Ibiza, I come back to Mallorca for a few days, and I go to Bulgaria. Then I'll be in Bulgaria with Sonica, brand new international director from our organization, and the Romanian team. They're expecting 300 or 400 people there. She invited me to be a guest speaker. That's going to be another incredible place. I've never been to Bulgaria. That's the second country I'm going to be checking off my list that I've never been to. A few months ago, I was in Cabo San Luca, Mexico. I had never been there. Totally expense paid trip by Incruises. Before that, actually right after that, I was in Cyprus. I had never been to Cyprus, a brand new country. Check off my to-do, my country to-do list. And then after Bulgaria, I come back to Mallorca for a little bit, and then I go to London. Guess what, guys? I've never been to London. I've been to a lot of places, just that London is one of those places that I have not been to. I've been to the airport, but only for a layover. And then after London is back to Miami. And then throughout this whole trip, I'll be having fun and I'll be working. 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 It's not a bad way to live. It really isn't. So what is it that you got to do to make that happen for you and your life? I think you know already. We tell you every week, right? I mean, I do these webinars on a weekly basis every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Miami time, 9 p.m. Norway time, Spain time. And every week we tell you what it takes. Sometimes it's the same thing. Sometimes we give you new little tips. Sometimes there's announcements, but you know what you have to do. You know what you have to do. I just promoted a brand new senior. Oh, by the way, guys, there's an incentive this month. I hope you guys are aware of it. Check your emails. Man, what a great incentive. Are you guys aware of the company incentive? Man, for every brand new partner member that you bring in on board in the month of April, you get to gift a partner account to someone else. It could be someone that's currently a member that isn't a partner yet in your organization. It could be someone that has registered but hasn't upgraded, and you want to gift it and you want to grow in width and have more directs. It could be someone that hasn't even joined the business yet, and you can say, hey, look, I want to gift you the $95 for your partner account. So make sure that you're aware of that. So I just promoted a brand new senior marketing director, Javier Gomez. What a stud this guy is, right? And is through my other leg in Spain. It's not part of my Jonathan leg. By the way, if you guys haven't gotten it, what I'm totally focused on over the last few months is building my other legs, right? Building more width and building more strength in each leg so that I could go to executive director and board of directors, hopefully by the end of the year. And then I just promoted a brand new senior marketing director. What a great honor it is for me to be a part of that. And to see someone like Javier Gomez work as hard as he has to go from marketing to senior marketing director is no easy feat. I mean, you got to go from 3,000 in volume to 10,000. You got to triple your volume. You also triple your bonus. So that's good too, but it takes work. And Javier promoted 2 new marketing directors in his organization. This guy's on fire. This guy is so excited, right? He promoted out Pablo and Maru, and he promoted 2 brand new team leaders. And I talk to you all the time. I say, hey, listen, if you want to become a marketing director, go help 5 people become membership free, and chances are you're going to be a marketing director. See, the beauty of our business is that by helping others succeed, you succeed. Do you know how to get what you want? The way you get what you want is by helping others get what they want. And that's what network marketing is all about. I believe, again, and I don't just say this isn't cliche. I say this with my entire heart. I believe network marketing is the best and the purest and the best way to build a business in the world right now. And that's what network marketing is about. By helping others achieve their goals, you achieve your goals. So by helping Javier become a senior marketing director, I come one step closer to achieving my goal of becoming an executive director and a board of directors. How do you get to marketing director? Go help 5 people become membership free. How do you become a senior marketing director? Chances are, if you help 2 to 3 people get to marketing director, you're going to be a senior marketing director. And that's exactly what happened to Javier Gomez. He promoted 2 new marketing directors, and voila, with the production that he already had in place, because we've got a great product where people keep paying their memberships for the most part. We've got great persistency in the 70s and 80s. He's now a senior marketing director. How do you become a regional director, Abel? Oh my God, 25,000 in production, you know? Oh my God. Well, if you want to become a regional director, go help 2 or 3 people become senior marketing directors. Boom, you're going to be a regional director. Abel, how do I become a national director? Go help 2 to 3 people become regional directors, and boom, you're a national director. How do I become an international director? Go help 2 to 3 people become national directors, and you'll become an international director. And so on and so forth. Abel, does it work exactly like that? No, sometimes you need a little bit more. Maybe you can do a little bit less, but that's basically the way it works. What a great business we have, huh? What a great business. Why do I tell you this? So that you can get your butt to work. Or if you're already working, go work harder. You know, one of my mentors who became a billionaire in network marketing, he said, if I knew how good it was going to be, I would have worked so much harder. This was after he was a multi-millionaire, had maybe hundreds of millions of dollars set aside, because it's not only about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep, right? You want to make a lot of money, but make sure you keep and save and invest a lot of money, right? He had become a multi-millionaire, and he said to us, this guy became a billionaire in network marketing. He said, if I knew how great freedom was going to be, how great it was going to feel to be free, Abel, I would have worked so much harder. And that guy worked hard. So I'm telling you this so that you can find it in you to go do what you have to do on a daily basis, because then you'll get to experience becoming a marketing director and becoming a senior marketing director and becoming a regional director and a national and an international and executive and board of directors. And through doing that, you're going to help so many other people succeed. See, stop focusing on you, focus on them, focus on helping others succeed. That's why you got to go do it. So how do you do that? Well, I believe you got to build your business with what my mentor used to call greenies. You build with greenies. What is a greenie? See, a lot of people in network marketing, they're looking for the next superstar. They're looking for the next leader. They're looking for that next network marketing champion who's done something big in the world of network marketing, and you want to attract that person into your business so that he or she can bring their people and their teams. And let me tell you something, the chances of that happening are slim and none. I mean, that's a difficult, it could happen. It could happen. I want to tell you how you can make that happen, but the way you make that happen, the way you find that leader that you want to attract is you got to do 2 things. First, you got to become that leader. Become the leader that you want to attract, because those types of leaders are usually attracted to people like them. So become that leader. Number 2, build your business with greenies. What do I mean greenies? Greenies is people who have never really done anything big in network marketing. Let me give you some examples. You know who's a greenie? Jonathan Diaz is a greenie. He's a board of directors within Cruises. Was Jonathan Diaz a former successful network marketing champion? No. He had been in network marketing. He had tried network marketing. He had had some success in network marketing, but not a lot. He had attempted different businesses. Jonathan Diaz's story is incredible. You should learn more about him. But Jonathan Diaz is a board of directors now, and guess what he was? A greenie. I want you to write that word in the chat. I want to make sure you're listening to me. You got to build your business with greenies, Greenies. You know, like when you have a fruit, you either have a fruit that's ripe, it's almost rotten. Well, you can get a rotten fruit, a ripe fruit. Those are delicious. And then there are green fruits, right? They're not even ready to, they're brand new. They're like little puppies. I know I have a little puppy here now that Mario decided to get, a Belgian Shepherd. I'm really excited about that. I have a new dog in Miami. Now I got a new dog in Mallorca. And you got to look for the puppies out there, the greenies. They're green. They're green. They don't, you know, They're greenies. Jonathan Diaz, guess what? He was a greenie. Jorge Torres, board of directors of the company. Guess what he was? A greenie. Jorge Torres had no success in network marketing prior to InCruises. He had tried some network marketing opportunities. He had been in network marketing, but he never had a lot of success. Antonio Martinez, ambassador board of directors. Guess what he was? He was a greenie. Borja Chenol, I'm just going to name a few. Borja Chenol, international director. I'm naming some of the people in my organization. Guess what he was? He was a greenie, and now he's an international director about to become an executive director. Santiago from Puerto Rico. Santiago. Guess what he was? A greenie. He had a successful business outside of InCruises, outside of network marketing. He was a greenie, and he made it. He's now a board of directors. Julio Ayala, executive director. He was a greenie from Puerto Rico. Olga Ranichenko, the first board of directors in InCruises from Russia. The first one, a woman board of directors. What's up, ladies? You guys out there? Ladies, you out there? You focus? You on it? Olga Ranichenko, guess what she was? She was a greenie, never had a lot of success in network marketing. Sultana from Kazakhstan, guess what she was? She was a greenie. She never had success in network marketing. How about Camila Konopionova, board of directors, Kazakhstan. Guess what? She was a greenie. Natalia Shevela from Ukraine, one of my closest friends in the world. I love Natalia. Guess what she was? She was a greenie. She had been in network marketing. She had built some teams before, but nothing big. She's a board of directors now. All these people are making 7 figures a year, or some are approaching 7 figures. So, and I can name you example after example after example after example after example. Build your business with greenies, and then if you work the numbers, when you work the numbers and you give enough presentations and you grow as a person and you build with anyone that is willing to follow you and you work the numbers, then you'll find leaders. Then you'll find leaders. Let me tell you something about network marketing. You know how you recruit quality? You recruit quality through quantity. Let me repeat that in case it went. The way you, because I talk to people sometimes, no, I'm looking for quality people. Man, shut up. You don't even know what you're talking about. Quality people. My mentor, Art Williams, also said there never has been and never will be a test that can measure the heart of a man or a woman. Boom, let that hit. How do you know if someone's great? How do you know if someone, man, how do you know what's inside of someone? There never has been and never will be a test that will measure the heart of a man or a woman. Those 3 people that I met with today, the lady from Cuba, she's been here only 7 years. Her son is 22 years old, and his girlfriend, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to make it. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Guess what I'm doing? I'm flipping the cards, baby. I'm flipping the cards. I'm like the dealer, like Mark Aceta says. You got to keep flipping the cards until you find those aces. But until you find those aces, you're going to get some 2s, some 3s, some 4s, some 5s, some 8s, some 9s, some 10s, some kings, some queens, some jacks. There's going to be some jokers in there. But you got to keep flipping the cards. And you got to give them the opportunity. Give them the opportunity to screw it up. Don't take it away from them before they even screw it up. Let them screw it up. Maybe they won't screw it up. You got to build with greenies. You got to work the numbers. And then through working the numbers and giving enough presentations and recruiting enough people, so you never know who it's going to be. And by the way, here's the other point. It might not be them telling me, I'm looking for quality. I only recruit quality people. Man, you don't know what quality is. You don't know, because there never has been a test that can measure the heart of a man or a woman. You don't know who it's going to be. Give people a chance. And then here's the other point. You might recruit someone one day into your team and you're like, trust me, it happens to me all the time. I recruit people, I've been doing this for a while, so I kind of like know people. I'm able to recognize people. I'm able to differentiate people. It's almost like I know who's going to make it and who's not, but I don't. But, I get a feeling. So I'm like, oh man, I want to give this guy a chance, but he's got a lot of growing to do. You ever recruited someone like that? And you're like, oh my God, he's willing to pay $295. Oh, but man, he's got to work on himself. He's got to grow. He's got to work on self-development. I don't know. Does he have the work ethic? You recruit him anyway. You give him the opportunity. Because that person, one of 3 things is going to happen. 1, they're going to quit. All right, they're lost. You gave them the opportunity. 2, they're going to change. I've seen people go from being 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s to being jacks and kings and queens and aces. People can change if you plug them into the environment, if they work on personal development, if they decide to change, people can change. And they might be a little greeny now, and they could be your next huge leader. Happens to people all the time in network marketing. I gave you example after example of people who are international directors, executive directors, and board of directors who have done that. Or 3, they might get you to that person. You understand? They might get you to the next superstar. So you give everyone the opportunity. The way you find quality is through going through what? Quantity. The biggest challenge that most of you have if you're not building a successful business is you're simply not going through enough quantity. And you're not going through the quantity consistently enough. I was talking to someone today, one of my friends, and we're talking about the business and staying consistent. And it's kind of like, it's like putting popcorn in a microwave, right? You put the bag in there, and for the first few seconds, nothing. 20 seconds, nothing. 30 seconds, nothing. 40 seconds. And one of these popcorn bags, they usually take about a minute, 30 seconds. I know because I love popcorn, especially the really buttery one, the very unhealthy one. Oh crap, I'm running out of battery. But if you leave the popcorn in there, 30 seconds, 40, nothing. I've sometimes looked at the microwave and I'm like, is it broken? Is this popcorn defective? And then all of a sudden at around 45, 50 seconds, it starts popping. And then you guys know what happened. Boom. 20 seconds later, you've got a beautiful bag of popcorn. Well, imagine if you took a bag of popcorn, you put it in the microwave, but every 10 seconds you stopped it and pulled it out and checked on it. And you removed the heat from the popcorn. That popcorn will never start popping. So one of the challenges that some of you have is not only are you not doing enough quantity, which you can control that. There are 7 billion, 8 billion, 9 billion people in the world. You control it. You can go talk to people, figure it out. But when you start, you're not consistent with it because you don't hear the popping, and then you kind of bring down you take the pedal off the metal a little bit, and you're like, oh, this is so hard. Yeah, I know, I've been there. I made that mistake. Don't do it. Because if you keep the pedal on the metal and you keep the popcorn in the microwave and you keep the heat on the popcorn, which the heat on the popcorn in our business is constant prospecting, constant phone calls, constant follow-up, daily, until it pops, you're going to find quality. You're going to find great people. So that person that you might have your doubts about, you might say, is this person any good? Well, one, they might quit. Okay, next, it's not your fault. You gave them the opportunity, you exposed them to the environment, you gave them the tools, you gave them the product, you gave them the compensation plan, you gave them the increases opportunity, you gave them your leadership. They decide to quit, it's on them. 2, they might change and evolve into a leader. Or 3, they might get you to the next leader. Some of the greatest leaders, you guys know that the guy that brought in Jorge Torres and Antonio Martinez, 2 board of directors, 2 of the people most responsible for the success that Jonathan Diaz has in his organization, 2 of the biggest leaders in the company, MVPs in the company. One of them hit ambassador. You know the guy that recruited them? He quit. He quit in Cruises. He's not with us. Could you imagine being that guy? Could you imagine being that guy? Oh my God. The guy that recruited me into the company that I worked with Frank in, that told me about it, who was my brother-in-law, that got me into that company where I met Frank, and then later on became successful in that company, and then later on, here I am within Cruises, and I'm in Mallorca talking to you. The guy that brought me into that company, he quit. So you never know. You recruit who? You recruit everybody. If they're willing to give it a shot, you recruit their butts. You get them in. If they quit, they quit. They could change and become great, or they might get you to the next incredible leader. So how do you build a business? With greenies. That means you recruit everybody. How do you find these leaders? How did Javier Gomez become a senior marketing director? Let me tell you something about Javier Gomez. Javier Gomez, I believe, is a future board of directors within Cruises. I could be wrong. I believe he is. This guy, I'm in constant communication with him, right? Step one, how did he do it? One, you got to stay in communication with your people. You got to stay in constant communication with your people. I'd have conversations with Javier over the last few months where he'd be like, man, what is going on here, Abel? Man, no one seems to get it. I mean, I recruit some people, they get a little excited, and then they're like, poof, they're part of the witness protection program. No one's committed, no one's serious. I can't find anyone like me. I said to him, Javier, yeah, but you're doing the work. Keep doing the work. Keep doing the work. You're doing the numbers. He was doing the work. He wasn't just sitting there and complaining about not finding people. He was doing the work. I said, Javier, you're guaranteed to find someone, because I've never seen someone work as hard as you're working and not become successful. And then all of a sudden, last month, he recruited 3 new people. Actually, one of them was a member, someone who had been a member of Cruises for 5 years, had done 2 or 3 cruises with us, but he had never really looked at the business. He had been in other network marketing opportunities. He got hit by a couple of them, crypto things, all this crazy, man. There's so much crap out there, guys. The more I travel, the more I realize how much crap there is in the world that we live in terms of network marketing opportunities. They pop up and they disappear like that. I mean, we've got a solid one here, man. I hope you realize that. I hope you take advantage of it. We've been around for 8 years. We're in 206 countries. We had 200 million in revenues last year. I mean, all right. So, and he had been hit by a couple, and it was the right time. And he said, Javier, I've been a customer for years. I love the products. I said, what the heck? Let me build a business within Cruises. So he got in, and then he brought in 2 of his top dogs, and then they created momentum in Javier's business. And then what happened is there's this expression in network marketing. Let me know if you've heard this expression. You are one recruit away from an explosion. You are one recruit away from an explosion. Hey, well, how does that work? Well, that one recruit that decided to get started with Javier recruited a couple of really good people that got focused, and then they started working. But then not only did that leg start growing, but Javier's other team started looking, because he's got a WhatsApp group, he's recognizing people in there. They started, all the ones that weren't doing much, they started looking at these guys and they got motivated. They're like, damn, it's not just Javier and us, now it's Javier and these guys that are focused and working, and they're getting promoted, and they're getting membership free, and they're bringing people, and they're doing webinars every week, and they're doing great training, and they're constantly communicating with their people. And then his other team started moving. So therefore, not only did he promote this brand new marketing director, Pablo, but then this other lady that was part of his other legs, Maru, she got on fire. She's like, damn, she got motivated by their example. You're one recruit away from an explosion. It's not only because that team is going to explode, it's because that team is going to cause other teams in your organization to explode. And boom, now she gets promoted to marketing director, 3 team leaders, membership free people, and boom, he jumped from marketing director to senior marketing director in 1 month. He was doing about 50 something, 60 sales a month in his organization. He doubled it in 1 month. In 1 month, Javier Gomez, he had never done this. He got 25 new partner members in 1 month. He's about to get his first senior marketing director bonus. He's going to get paid more residuals. He actually qualified for a builder's base bonus, which is apart from his bonus, plus instant pay bonuses, plus weekly matching bonuses. Javier's going to go make $3-4 grand with us as a senior marketing director in 1 month. You are one recruit away from an explosion. How did he do that? 1, constant communication with his team. I see it because I'm in the WhatsApp group. 2, constant and great training on a weekly basis. He constantly does training every week, and not just training, great training, better than mine. Sense of urgency. He has a sense of urgency about him. It's not just, if I don't do it this month, I'll do it next month. Nope. Sense of urgency. 4, he leads by example. he does what he asks his people to do. And while him and I were having those conversations, those tough conversations, that he was like, man, I'm working, but no one seems to get it. I can't find anyone else like me. And he kept going. He kept leading by example until he did the numbers, went through quantity, and found quality. You guys see how this works? It's not that complicated. It takes hard work, but it's not that difficult. You know what I think is difficult? Not accomplishing your dreams in life. Having a boss, having a job, just over broke, or journey of the broke, having no freedom, not traveling the way you want to travel, not giving your family the lifestyle that you feel they deserve. That's harder than doing this. Trust me, I've done both. That's how he did it. You are one recruit away from an explosion. Don't forget that. You guys got that? You guys get that? We're almost done. Again, never has there been or never will there be a test that can measure the heart of a man or a woman. I'm not looking for great network marketing leaders. They're out there. And if I do the numbers, I'm going to attract them. And if you go become successful, you're going to attract them. Just like right now, trust me, I'm attracting some of them too. But you never know what's inside of a person. Give me someone that has the heart of a champion. Give me someone that's sick and tired of being sick and tired. Give me someone that just wants more out of life. I don't care if they've had a lot of success in network marketing. You know what happens with some of these people that have had success in network marketing? I'm not saying don't recruit them. Recruit everybody. It's part of the quantity. A lot of them, they're the wrong kind of people. You know, they've been from one opportunity to the next, to the next, to the next. They've burned their bridges. They've ruined their reputation. They might have done it big at one point, but man, it's hard to duplicate that when you're that person. So just give me someone that's sick and tired of being sick and tired and is willing to do the work, and I'll show you how you can build an incredible business. You got to pretend like everyone you meet has a flashing sign on their chest that says, "Make me feel special." Remember, every time you meet someone, pretend that they've got a flashing sign on their chest that says, "Make me feel special." Make people feel special. Compliment people. Be nice to people. Be good to people. Treat people right. Be a person that keeps their word. If you say you're going to do something, do it. No one's perfect. Neither am I. But I try my hardest on a daily basis where if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. The greatest ability is availability. Be available for your people. Be there. Answer your messages. Be available for them. Be constant with your training. Go build wide. Lead by example. And go deep. And remember that the greatest ability is not only availability, but the ability to recognize ability. So when you recruit someone, make sure that as you recruit someone, because what's your first goal when you recruit someone? I told you it's not too long ago. Priority number one, when you recruit someone, is to get them a recruit as soon as possible. A recruit is not a recruit until they have a recruit. When you say to me, "Abel, I just got a new partner member," I want to say, no. Does that new partner member have a new partner member, at least one person? No, then they're not even a partner member yet. When you get them a partner member and you tap root and you go 4 deep and you lock them in, now you've got a real partner member. So priority one, when you recruit someone, is get them someone as fast as possible. Priority 2, get them to team leader. Priority 3, get them to get the Fast Start Award. Because when you build a team for people, whether they know what they're doing or not, even if you're the one that's doing all the work, yeah, it's not width, but it's depth. But don't worry, it's still volume in your business. It's still good. When you get people for people and get those people, there's what my kids like to refer to as FOMO, fear of missing out. If they're even thinking about quitting, they're going to say, hold on, let me not quit, because what if this guy makes it, or what if she makes it? And they stay in the business longer. You're locking them in. Remember, the way you build a solid team is through internalization. What is internalization? When you get people to internalize the opportunity. How do you do that? Number 1, with time. Number 2, you got to lead by example. Number 3, you got to go make money, become successful. Number 4, you got to love your team. You got to build personal relationships with your team. And number 5, you got to make sure that they stay plugged into the system, close to the campfire. Why do some people hold back? So knowing all this, why do some people hold back? Maybe the question is, why do you hold back? I feel like some people just hold back. I know I did it for a while. I held back. You know why some people hold back? Because you're scared that if you give it all you got and you fail, what is that going to say about you? I saw a documentary about Sylvester Stallone called Sly. I recommend you check it out. I think it's on Netflix. And he talked about that. He said that for years and years. Now, this guy came from nothing. If you don't know the Sylvester Stallone movie story, it's better than Rocky the movie. It's better than Rambo. His personal story is incredible. This guy came from nothing and made it, right? But he said that for years and years, he held back because he was so scared that if he did give it all he had and he failed, he was so scared about what that would say about him as a person. So that's why he held back. But then the moment he realized that, you know what, there's a good chance that if I do give it all I have and I don't hold back, I am going to make it. So how great would that be? So he decided to give it all he had. He made it. And now we know him as Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, Rambo, and all the greats, right? So what I tell you is this. If you're holding back, stop holding back. Because if you give it all you have, the person you become as a result of giving it all you have could never fail. You won't fail. You're guaranteed to succeed. You might meet temporary failures along the way, but if you keep pushing forward and you keep pushing forward, no matter what happens, you become superhuman. You become an incredible person. You become a superhero. And you become so much more powerful, and you're able to relate to people more, and you're able to communicate more, and you're able to transmit great energy. And then you start attracting more people, and then life starts to change, and then that creates more change, and it's now energy combining with energy, and now you got synergy going, and then you make it. It's impossible not to make it. When you give it all you got and you don't hold back, you're guaranteed to succeed. Finally, I want you to know that, actually, I'll share this with you. I'll skip this for now. It's too much. We don't have time. No, that's it. Okay. No. Man, this is some good stuff. I wish I had more time. I can't believe I've been talking so much. You guys still with me? You guys still with me here? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a heart. Give me a something. 100. All right, so let me just share this with you real quick, and then we're done. Radar's here. Radar's giving me a cute little happy face. Radar, saw you in that jacuzzi, bro. Radar was chilling in a jacuzzi. Man, that looked good. I'm like, Radar, I'm on my way, baby. I'm on my way. So I just wrote a book. I just finished writing a book. Here's the book. Apart from everything else I'm doing, with my great friend, Dr. Dennis Colvier. He's a successful author. He wrote a book called The ABCs of Making Money. And I met him years and years ago. Juan knows him as well. He became very popular with the Primerica community, the company that Frank and I come from, and Juan as well, because he wrote this book called The ABCs of Making Money. And in the book, he mentioned Primerica. So Primerica, he became an instant success with the Primerica community in the U.S., and he was actually one of the founders of the company that we launched prior to In Cruises, Newers. He was one of our co-founders. So he's been a dear friend of mine, a good friend of mine. And he reached out to me. He said, Abel, I think it's time you write a book. So together, him and I just finished writing this book. They're putting the final edits on it. It should be ready, completely ready by Thursday. But this is the cover. It's called Freedom, 21 Hacks for Wealth and Success. Have you ever wanted to write a book? You ever thought about writing a book? I want you to know this guy's got a system that from the moment you start to the moment the book is written, it's 2 to 3 months, you've got a book. It's an incredible system. This guy's a stud. And in this book called Freedom, which, by the way, I believe this book is going to help you grow your business. I think it's going to help you as a person. We give you 21 hacks, 21 It's a short book. It's believe it or not, man, it's hard to write short books because you want to pack so much in. But it's I won't get into all the details. There's 21 hacks for wealth and success. But one of the chapters, one of the hacks, we don't call them chapters, we call them hacks, that we talk about is we talk about how to identify the perfect business opportunity. And, you know, there are certain points that you look for in a great business opportunity. And if you find a business that meets all these criterias, then chances are you've got a great business on your hands. I want to share those points with you. And it comes from, give me 1 second. Let me share it real quick. Check this out. This is in hack number 17, which is you have to learn to assess the pros and cons of any business opportunity. Check this out and let me know how many of these points apply to your in-cruises business. Number 1, does the business sell to the masses? So you got to give it a score, right? Or give it a yes or no. When you're looking at a business, and I want you to apply this to your business, our business, the business we're in, tell me how many of these points. Keep track as I give them to you. And trust me, we're about to publish the book and release it. It's coming soon. I'll give you some more info on that. We're gonna use this to grow our business in a big time way. Trust me, you're gonna make a lot of money with this book. It's part of my game plan for your success. Does the business sell to the masses? Check. Does its products or services positively impact the lives of its clients? This is a score that Dennis created many years ago, and he actually trademarked it. It's called a business opportunity ranking scorecard. And it's got these criterias. Does the business sell to the masses? Does its products or services positively impact the lives of its clients? Does its products or services greatly interest me? Does it meet a fundamental need for most people? Is it low risk? Does it provide an opportunity for passive income? Ask yourself these questions about in-cruises. And imagine you sitting with a new prospect, showing them this book and saying, look, I want to show you through this business opportunity scorecard how you can find the perfect business. And I want you to tell me how many of these points apply to the business that I am now showing you. Does it have a low staffing requirement? Does it have a stable or growing long-term demand? Does it have low overhead cost? Does it have low startup cost? Does it have unique products or approach which competitors cannot easily copy? Does it generate positive cash flow and have low inventory costs? Does it have a high profit margin and/or rate of return? Does it have systems and procedures to simplify any compliance requirements? Is the business portable or mobile to other locations? Is the culture of the business fun, inspiring, competitive, and satisfying for you, the business owner? Does it leverage technology while maintaining face-to-face relationships? Does the business activity reinvest in itself to maintain a competitive advantage? Does it use word-of-mouth referrals primarily over paid advertising? Does it have years of experience with a system that stands the test of time? Does it provide proof of ordinary people achieving six-figure plus income? Does it have a proven coaching system that fast-tracks people's rate of success? Does it engage in environmentally sustainable business practices? Is the opportunity open to all people regardless of gender, race, religion, etc.? Is it able to withstand and thrive through pandemics and other black swan events? Those are the questions that we ask people about what the perfect business opportunity looks like. Tell me if we don't have the perfect business. Ladies and gentlemen, we do. And you've got a chance to build that business at in-cruises. So I want to thank you for being with us today. I've got more stuff to cover with you. We're already past the time. I want to thank you for being here, for investing in yourself and your business. Let's go have a great April. It's only the second of the month. If you're not membership free, go make that happen. If you're not a rank, go get ranked. If you are a rank up. Take advantage of the incentive that the company is putting on the line this month. Recruit 1, 2 for the price of 1, only in the month of April. Love you guys, and I look forward to seeing you on the cruise ships and the beaches of the world. It's all systems go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.